Well, hello there. Welcome back. How are you doing today? I hope everyone is fine. Welcome to this beautiful Monday and a beautiful day today, 13th. Is it? No, it's not 13th, but the episode is 13th. That's what matters. And hopefully the stream won't collapse halfway through. So far, we haven't had any major issues. So I hope the number 13 won't be unlucky today. But today we have some cool stuff to do. Recently we've been working on our prototypes for the encoder mount, both for the horizontal one and for the vertical one for the volume. So just like a quick recap what we did last time. And to add, I did some work on over the weekend actually. So I have extended a little bit our prototypes a little bit more. There is more variations to check today. I just wanted to save the time on printing because, like, as you have seen already, printing on stream, it takes some time. It's maybe okay to do it from time to time, but I would like to focus more on testing today. We have some things to mount. So hopefully, Rudo Brody, if he's watching today, he should be content or happy about the stream because there will be a lot of screw driving. Yeah, so going back to what's been changed so far. So recently, we've been working on this encoder, which is supposed to be used for the volume. And my idea was also to try the same thing as the horizontal encoder. So I went ahead and I did just that. So the horizontal one, if I can find it somewhere over here, as you can see, there is quite more bodies over here, if I can call them like that. So last time we've been working on this one, which was 0 degrees, and on this one, which was 180. If I can highlight it, yeah, so that is one of our original designs. We did some tweaks on it, and we also wanted to try 180, which is just rotated by 180 degrees, because I wasn't quite sure how it's gonna perform. So if we have if you have it like 0 degrees like that, I was a little bit worried that the finger might be colliding with this with the housing for the encoder. So I also did 180, which looks like this. Yeah, we had some issues as well with the spacing between the keys. I overlooked that it might be clipping into the keycaps, which it did actually. So we had to tweak this one as well back then. So this even add to the time that we have wasted on printing instead of like doing real work. Yeah, and after that, I did some more work. So my idea was also to check how would it look like if it was angled at like 35 degrees. It looks kind of promising because now usually the finger will go like this. Oh, that's a beautiful arrow. I'm getting better at it. So I was thinking maybe if it's like that and the scrolling motion, maybe we won't be hitting the top of the housing for the encoder. What I even did, I even shrink the walls of the housing because originally they were 2.4, but that was only needed for the like early prototyping phase because if we did the walls a little bit thinner, like 1.2, when the encoder went in, everything was kind of like bending and flexing, and it wasn't really holding up well. So I did 2.4 walls back then, but once when it's fully enclosed on a good like a bottom plate and everything, so 2.4 walls are not really needed anymore. But what I noticed that over time, our cutouts for the legs, maybe if I can just quickly show. So we have these these metal like clips that it was supposed to clip in when we push the encoder inside. So initially it was kind of okay, but like over time I noticed that those legs, they kind of bent inside, and depending on which variation we will choose today to go with, we will either have to do something about it. I was thinking maybe we can just enlarge it, and then once the encoder is in, maybe just use a screwdriver and just bend those clips to lock in this place, so they will be kind of like extended both ways. So this might help locking it in. But also there could be like a different option, because these encoders, they usually come with a screw like this. Maybe if I can just jump to the workbench. Yeah, I hope you can hear me well. So they usually come with a screw like this, and this helps to keep it in place. So I was thinking maybe instead of trying to hold it with these, maybe if we can just slide it in like this. And yeah, I'm gonna be needing a screwdriver because it's difficult to push in, but over time it kind of gets softer and softer, and it doesn't seem to hold anymore that well. So difficult to push. Yeah, so now it looks okay. Looks like it sits in. And well, actually it's even difficult to push it out. Oh, maybe not so difficult. Yeah, but what I was thinking, if we have this screw, I can just take it from here. I hope it fits, yeah. So if we can just like tighten it strong enough. Yeah, so this way, actually it's very difficult to move it. It doesn't really move that well. So maybe we won't be needing to change this. Maybe we can leave it like that and just rely on the screw. Also, there won't be this much force pushing on it, so well, we'll see how it goes. Now I'm gonna have problems taking it out from the housing. Also have to be careful not to pierce my finger with all those pins. They can be very sharp. Okay, I think it's coming out. Maybe a little push. Okay, so we have that. And I did pierce my finger. Cool. Anyway, where were we? So that's one thing. So we have 0 degrees, we have 180, which is totally rotated. Then we have 35, which is this one. And I also went ahead and I also did minus 35, which is like 35 rotated by 180, if I am not mistaken. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so we have 35, minus 35, and then the last one to check today is this. So it's technically the same encoder. Guten Tag, Rudobrody. Wie geht's? And this is where my German ends, actually. Yeah, so as I was saying, we have this encoder, which I would like to check if it fits or if it's any good for the horizontal scroll. And also, I don't know if good. Yeah, that's great. Great that you're having a great Monday, a long week ahead. So yeah. And I don't know if you have noticed, but I also changed the switch type. So this is the chalk version, which is which are these small keys, so-called low profile. We will be testing them as well, because I really wanted to check how it's gonna look like with the low profile keys. It's also very important. So this is a chalk version which hasn't been assembled yet. I have all the keys and all the switches prepared. I mean keys and keycaps, sorry, yeah. Yeah, and I guess, and there's one more thing. I was also exploring one other encoder, because I also bought from AliExpress I also got this one. So I was complaining before that there is no knob for it, which is true. Actually, you can't really buy too many knobs for this kind of encoder. But what is good about it is that it is very small, and if you look at it, we have our that was the knob that I liked the most so far, due to the size, because it's bigger than the housing for the for our encoder. So I was thinking of using it like this somehow, because as you can see, it fits perfectly inside of this knob. If there was only like a good way to mount it, that would be perfect, actually. And it's even possible to hold it, to attach the knob to it, because it can still grab to this tiny shaft. But the issue is that seems like there isn't enough space between the encoder and the knob, so it kind of rubs against the knob when trying to rotate. And if I just move it a little bit further, then there is not enough space to grab it. So yeah, this is a bit disappointing. I wish there was a longer knob for this, because I have even made a housing for it, which is very slim. Yeah, ruler body. Super glue always helps, but then if you want to change something, you will have to throw away half of the keyboard. You won't be able to replace the part. Yeah, I wish I could use maybe hot glue. Yeah, hot glue could be nice as well, but still not enough space to. Can't really. I don't think even glue will help with that, because you can't really see what. There is so little space once it's in. It's even. It looks like it's not even like a good grip once we tighten this screw to hold it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the housing for it looks like this. I have also used the same technique with those like clipping holes. How about print a small part between? You mean between this part, between the knob and this, like something to attach here and move in here? Yeah, this could work. Like I think I know what you mean. Let me do my technical drawing. So you mean something like this? So we have the encoder like this, and there's the shaft, and then we can something that will go like around the shaft like this, and then will go inside the. Yeah, so let's say this is the knob. I should really get something more precise for drawing. Yeah, but anyways, well, this might work. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Okay, I don't know. Would you like to do it now? Like we can quickly mock up something and just send it to the print? Yeah, more or less. Yeah. I think I know what you mean. But then okay, so we can do it quickly. If you are so keen on it, let me quickly just fire up. Where is my mouse? Ah, I forgot I was drawing. Okay, so let me just quickly find this knob. I think it was this one. No, it wasn't this one. Well, the pole won't make it because it's too small, and if I print with PLA, I won't be able to print something this small. What I can do, what I can do is to print something that will go, or maybe from the front will be better. Something that will go on top of this, and then it will be. Next part will be a little bit smaller in diameter, and that part will go inside the knob, something like an adapter. I think that's what you've been suggesting. Well, it's gonna be easier if I do like a quick 3D. Okay. Assuming I can find this tiny, okay, that was this one, low profile. Okay. So this is my mock-up of the encoder itself. Okay, and this is where I was working on it. So maybe I will just make a new body over here. It's a bit messy at this point because it's not really this part, but doesn't matter. So this is how big 6.1. When I was cutting the hole, it was okay. This is 6.2. So what I am suggesting would be to do something like this. So we make it 6.2, and then let's say I can do a like touch the wall with this if I want to. It says 6.2, and now if I press shift, I can add thickness to it. So if I make it 2.4, okay, looks thick enough, but it's not over the shape of the encoder. So I think that will be okay. So how long should it be? Should it be all the way to the shaft? Maybe, because the next part will be, I need to check. I have to check what is the size of this hole. Looks like it says it's 6. And this is 6 as well. Okay, so the question is, should I make it 5.9 to fit inside? And also there is risk, because since it's PLA, it's not that hard, it's not that strong, and it might happen that this adapter might break inside the knob, and that will be a disaster because most probably I won't be able to take it out at all. Let's do maybe 0.8 from here, and let's check what's the depth. How deep is this hole? Oh, looks like it's 11.2. So this was supposed to be 5.9 by 2. It's kind of, it is very, very thin in my opinion, and most probably it won't hold. Well, we can always try printing it. It won't hurt. Okay, we have to so from here to here we have 0.8. Maybe I will lower it. Maybe I will do it like 0.4. That will be 2 layers. That should be enough. And now if I fill this one, and if I pull it like 0.6 more, so that will be another 3 layers like this. And now we can move this one back. Yeah, so is this what you've been thinking about? To do it this way? So it looks more or less like this. So this like kind of an adapter. And I think that what we need to do is to lift this wall up a little. So it's not touching, like we can do maybe 0.4. So it's not touching the, yeah, okay, so yeah, good, thanks. That was a good good tip actually. Good tip. So let me just hide this one, and I will just move this minus 0.4. Yeah, so now when we have encoder, so we have still like a tiny gap over here. Yeah, this should be enough. It's 0.2, sorry, it's 0.4. And when we print, one layer is 0.2 millimeters. So this should be like 2 layers of space. That should be enough. Maybe even 1 will do if you want to go like super slim. And how long is this one? Because I don't think I measured properly. Okay, so we have like 6.96. Maybe we can make it like 8. Hello, Olivia. Hello, SG District Homes. Happy to have you. Okay, I think I messed up something. I wanted this to be 8 millimeters, right? Okay, now it's 8 millimeters. Idea is good, and if we were printing in resin, maybe resin should be better. Maybe ABS could hold it. PTG, I don't really know. Definitely PTG would be better than PLA. But okay, this is just to try and see if it works even. So maybe I will just start the print with this one, and in the meantime we can take a look at the encoders that I have prepared for today. So let's call it adapter. Okay, let's go Bamboo Studio. Okay, so just quickly add it to the plate. And we have to, okay. I wonder if I need a any support for it. Maybe I should add support. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, it's so tiny. It's gonna take more time to start the print and prepare the printer, like heat it up and everything, than the actual print itself. Let's see if we can have I can see the camera for now. That's fine. Let's check if I change one more thing. Oh, like this. Now we have a quick view on the camera and on the printer. Okay, what does it want now? What grouping of filament? What does it mean? Oh, now it's fine. After the recent update to the Bamboo Studio, like I don't really recognize this printer anymore. It's having some odd issues. Okay, is it printing? Or is it just pretending that it's printing? Yeah, something is happening. Okay. So we have that going. And I think we can move to the workbench and start testing whatever I have prepared for today. Okay, just a quick cleanup. Not enough space for all the tools and stuff. Okay, so this guy will wait for a while. We don't need that and that. Okay, so what we have here. So maybe we should start first with the 90 degrees one. Okay, so I think that's the, okay, this is 180. I have two 180s. I think what's the difference? Okay, so this one is thick wall, this one is thin wall. It seems like I am missing one encoder still, because oh no, this one is okay. So this is 0 degrees. So I think I will start with this one. Yeah, I have to use a different screw. I have to okay, this is 0. So I even put a I put a name underneath. Which one is it? Okay, so yeah, I won't be able to reach with the screwdriver. So I'll have to rely on this one. Okay, and I also realized there could be one more issue actually, because once we slide in the encoder like this, we still need a way to attach the knob to it somehow. So in this orientation, when it's like 0 degrees, that is easy because we don't have anything blocking on this side, so we can just push it freely. I think there's a screw blocking inside. Yeah, like this. So it can be like attached, detached easily, no problem. So let's take a look. How does it feel when I try to use it? This is funny because they give one of this Allen key to each of these knobs. So I already have 3. So this is the MX part, and I usually use it with this this is a wrist rest, or maybe even like a mouse rest, but it works great with keyboards. So usually the keyboard will be at an angle, so maybe something like this. Yeah, and if I want to scroll, okay, let's just tighten it up a little more because it's a bit wobbly. Okay, so I will be using it like this. Oh, this is not bad. I'm not hitting the housing. I think we might even consider like slicing it maybe a little, just cut off the edges, because we don't need this much strength, and that will make the whole thing even more low profile. But I think I put the knob too close to the housing, and it's kind of like rubbing. Okay, that's enough space. Okay, so quick test. So I am very happy with the mouse keys over here. This looks like a good addition, actually. Yeah, they seem to fit perfectly. Okay, thanks for the brother. Yeah. I think this might make sense, because technically it should be okay to chop them off a little, because we won't be pushing like from the bottom up that much. So all we need is just a little bit of plastic to hold the encoder, and on top of that we can still use the screw at the front. So this should, technically we could be even okay without any like top, maybe just hold it with the screw, but then it won't look nice. And yeah, looking like from the aesthetics perspective, having those edges chopped off, and you will be able to see the encoder. I don't know, we can print it. Once this one is done, we can send one more print, because like we have nothing else to print today. We'll be just doing this most probably the whole stream. So in the meantime, we can quickly just chop off those edges and see what comes out of it. That will be like a 30 seconds job. Yeah, anyway, so if I hold it like that, if I try to use it, and I usually scroll with these 2 fingers, either this or this one. I think there is enough space, because sometimes when you put encoder too close to the key and you rotate, when the motion is like this, maybe it will be like that, right? So if there is not enough space over here and I rotate, so the finger will kind of like rest on this, which is not good. So it's always good to have like a little bit more space, So as you can see, like when I rotate, the finger is not really ending up on this. If the knob was a little bit closer to the key, even though there will be like space, maybe 2.4 millimeters, but then when you rotate, you will end up with your finger on the top of the key, and most probably you will be pressing it, especially on this keyboard where the keys are very soft. The springs for MX I usually swap for 20 grams because they have to be very soft. Sometimes you have to press up to 3 keys at the same time, so that is already like quite a lot. Even though I design it now in a way that you only press 2 keys at most with one hand. So if there's like a 3-key combo, it's usually split between both hands. But even so, I try to avoid this kind of chords because they're not really good to use. Yeah, so I think the spacing is okay, and I didn't have huge hopes for it originally. Oh, maybe it should be a little bit higher though still. Yeah, that's the issue with the keyboards when you design, like unless you make it fully functional, you connect everything and then you start using it, this is only when you can finally see all the issues that the keyboard is having. Like now it seems to be fine, like the scroll is okay. Kind of might be difficult to scroll up because this way it's easier to rotate the wheel, but this way it's not that easy anymore. Like how about you mean this one? I haven't tried that. I left, it's the same distance that was for the 35 millimeters. And at this point, I can't remember if we moved it, if we left just like 5 millimeters. We can check soon. If we left just 5 millimeters or if it was moved. Anyways, I think scroll and mouse buttons, but mouse buttons are over here and scroll is over here, so it's like the other side of the keyboard. I don't quite understand. Yeah, so you have to move like this. You scroll and then you move to the key. Scroll, key. Usually it's not an issue because even when I originally with the horizontal encoders, with the small ones, I would also kind of move the hand to scroll like this, and the mouse keys originally were over here, those 3. This one was the left mouse key originally, so I would always use the thumb to press. And if I wanted to scroll, I would always move the hand a little bit away. So I never had my thumb on the scroll and thumb on the key and do the scroll at the same time, because you don't really have to click and scroll, right? I don't think there is any operation that requires having pressing the mouse key and scrolling at the same time. Yeah, so this design is okay. I would say it's like 65% happy, maybe. Good thing is that I am not hitting the housing over here. I can scroll no problem. I just need to move my hand like that. I think it was the same with the original one. Let me grab it quickly. Yeah, so that's the original one. So as you can see, we don't have those keys over here. So when I was using it like that, it was the same position with the hand, like so. So when I wanted to scroll, I would always move my hand like this. So as you can see the thumb is in the air. Actually, I am not really pushing any key. Yeah, and the scrolling goes like this. It's gonna be difficult to show. Something like that. It's the wrong angle. I don't have camera on the left side, so yeah, but it's the same type of motion. Like I still have to move my hand a little and use these two fingers to scroll. Just that it is a little bit lighter. Well, actually a lot lighter, and yeah, there is definitely more movement compared to this one. I tried softening them up with some WD-40. That didn't really change much. Maybe I should press because they come with a switch, so you can press this encoder. It also has like a button in it. So maybe when applying WD-40, maybe I should just like keep pressing to get it inside. Okay, so one more comparison. I should definitely maybe put like a bottom, so then it won't be wobbly like this. Or maybe I will just trust like that. Yeah, so keys over here. Well, the good thing about it is that I don't really need that much movement from the encoder, because the main scrolling device is the trackball. So if I want to scroll, I will just press the other thumb and then I scroll with the trackball. So this is for like if I need to scroll fast or if I need to scroll like a huge distance. Trackball scrolling is less precise. I designed it this way. It's meant to cover like more distance. And if you need a precise, like one line, for example, if I need to scroll like by one or by one line, so this is where the encoders come in. And I think for that, this one will do. Like, for example, if you need to zoom in on something, it makes me wonder. I think I will attach bottom, and I also have these feet, because what I wanted to try is to see if there is a good grip between the keyboard and the bottom, like a desk. If how much force is really needed, like if the force needed to rotate, would it like move the whole keyboard or not? If not, then it's okay. But if the keyboard moves, then we have a problem. Then this might not work for us. So maybe I will just try quickly attach the bottom. I have so many parts here right now. I have absolutely no idea which one is what. Okay, this one should fit. Well, it turned out this screwdriver is one of my favorite tools now. It's so much easier to use it than killing your wrists with a normal one. That's a good addition to the workshop. This one is sticky, I don't know why. Okay. Okay, I will be lazy and I will just use these two parts for now. If I won't be able to move the keyboard with only these two parts attached and the feet, then it's good to go. Of course, we can also use something else for the bottom to prevent it from moving around, maybe like a bigger feet, or maybe just cover the whole bottom with some anti-slip material. But for now, this should do. Okay, maybe this will be enough. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's not moving at all. Yeah, so I can scroll even like a lot of force and it's still in place. It's not moving around. Yeah, so that is okay in my opinion. Even better because when the keyboard is finished, the whole thing is fully assembled, there will be more rubber feet underneath, so this should be even like a better grip. And I think this this pad is a little bit uneven, so yeah, it's a little bit wobbly anyway. If I put it over here, okay, should be good. I think this design did pass our test. It's not the tiniest, so now maybe we can jump back to the Bamboo Studio and maybe cut those corners and see what happens. So that one was 0 degrees. And this one is still the thick one. I think I only made this one slim housing. Okay, so I think I can swap it quickly. I will just make a slim housing over here, and I will just move what I have from this part, from 180. Oh, so this is just one part. That's even better for us. So let me just quickly rotate by 180, and this wall has to be aligned with this wall. Yeah, so we can see that it is a bit smaller even than the original one. Okay, so let's take a look over here if we can cut it. If I can show the encoder, okay, it's over here because it's not really touching. So how about we try like this? Okay. So how much should we cut? Let's say if we go from the top, how long is this line? This one is 13 millimeters. So it's gonna be like 6.5 millimeters each side. So maybe we can do, let's do like 3 millimeters over here. And then let's do 45. So let's do minus 45 like that. And the same from here. So we go 3 millimeters and minus 45. Okay, and quickly project the remaining edges like this. Actually, I don't have to trim this, but I think I will do it anyway. And what do we have inside? Okay, so we do have our surface somewhere. Or do we? Let's hide the encoder. Is it anywhere? Yeah, it's over here. Okay, so I think it cut it wrongly. I didn't want it like that. I wanted it to be... Okay, I think I know. I have to trim these parts. And now just maybe reproject. So this will make it like separate, two separate surfaces, hopefully. No surface. It was supposed to be quick, as usual. Okay, let's do it another way. So I'll just make a new component over here. I will remove these lines from here. So that will be faster if I do it like this. So let's go again. I don't really have to do the line from here because I can press shift and then I can like do like a margin before I want to start. So I can do those 3 millimeters right now. And now I can draw from here. So let's do 45. Okay, let's okay. project this. And I can do the same with the other one. So I start from here, just tap on shift, and then it doesn't work. Okay, now it works. So we have 3 millimeters and 180. So let's do minus 45 like this. Okay, barely made it. And I will just project quickly and trim this part. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, we have this. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Is with the Brody, is this what you've been thinking about as well? This kind of a shape to chop the edges? Not sure if he's still around. Well, he is. Okay, good. Good that we have a understanding here. So, okay, so I will just chop off these. Yeah, I can see that. Good to have you on stream. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't really look that good, actually. Like if I... Okay, that's too many encoders, not this one. Yeah, kind of odd in a way, but yeah, I think we can still print it. I'm curious how it's gonna turn up once it's done. So I'm gonna hide this part, and where are we? Where is our bottom? Okay, so that's the bottom of the encoder, like this. Okay. Okay, something is missing. Okay, I think I know what happened, because this is the smaller one. Okay, that's not an issue. I think we can quickly fix it. Just a rectangle over here, and I'm gonna pull it to here. Yeah, as good as new. This part stays the same, and over here I will just move it up to here. Okay, and we don't have any more gaps or anything. I think it's okay. I think this part needs to be also all the way to here. So that's a quick fix. Okay, that doesn't really matter that these parts like collide. In Slicer it will be as one body, so that is perfectly fine. We don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, it looks interesting actually from this perspective. Let's take a look. How does it look like with the whole keyboard? There's way too many parts here already. Okay, so that's the base, and okay, let's do MX. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's print it. Yeah, looks about right. So quick export, let's call it, this is scroll, 0 degrees. Let's call it V2. So that we still have some order in our chaos, because there's so many STL files over there. I should just Control A and delete everything. Okay, so let's make a new part over here and add our little fella. Okay, I will give it supports on build plate only, so we don't have anything that is like the sides or this one. If I remove on build plate only, it will most probably do like every possible hole. Oh no, okay. Yeah, sometimes it happens that it will, if it's not only on build plate, it will make support for this, support for this. So that doesn't really make sense. But yeah, okay, this one looks fine. Okay, I will just go and pick up the other print, clean the print bed, and we can start from there. Okay, I'm back with our part, our adapter for the knob. And now I can send this one. Okay, so the bed is clean. And I have the adapter over here. So let me just move this away. Okay, so this is the encoder that we were talking about. So this should go in like this. Okay, it's a little bit too loose. And also this one is cut a little. I think I should have also modeled that into the shape, because it's okay, it's not that loose. I can still rotate. No, it doesn't rotate anyway. Yeah, but it would be better to have it. As usual, I had to miss something. It can't be good at first try. It always has to be broken in a way. Yeah, but let's see how it goes with the knob. Okay, so it fits kind of okay. Yeah, but but at the same time, it's not really blocking inside. So even if it breaks and we release the screw, there shouldn't be an issue to get it out from there. Okay, yeah, this looks promising as well. Yeah, it is very tiny. So I think we should have model this this part over here, because that would allow us to lock this part in, and now it doesn't really hold well. Yeah, so we can do that. That is not an issue, but there is one more problem with this encoder, because even if we have it like that, we still have to we need something to hold it anyway, because I mean it could work maybe if it was like this. Let's call it, this would be like horizontal or vertical. We was like looking up, if we had it on the keyboard like this, and then we like rotate things. Oh, I don't know if you can hear the printer. I think it's leveling bad. Anyways, yeah. But the issue is that even now the shaft is very short, and even if we have a harness like this, I'll go in. Yeah. So this will make it even smaller, even shorter, because we still need something to hold it in a way. Like if it was in at this angle, for example, if you wanted to have like 90 degrees. So this is already not enough still. Yeah. One second, I had one that... Yeah, this is a bigger one. Over here we still have some space here, but still the issue is that we can't really have it attached to a wall in any way. And the best would be if I could have it without any housing, because then it goes all the way in. Wait, this is not the correct one. Ah, okay, I was looking at the wrong one. That was the smaller one. Actually, I wanted to check this. That is 25. Yeah, so if I could have it without anything, it fits perfectly inside. If there was only like a way to mount it. And if we have this part, like so. Well, we could do the same approach like here. Have a screw go like this. Maybe M2 screw. And then it will go over here. Okay, this is something to maybe consider, but still it will be, I don't think it will be possible to have it mounted in any way, like a practical. Need to think about it a little bit more. Okay. So we have our cut 180 on the printer right now. So before it finishes, let's take a look. No, this is 0 degrees, sorry. This is 0 degrees, not 180. So before it finishes, let's take a look at 180. How does it perform? Maybe it will turn out to be better than 0 degrees. And back to manual screwdriver, actually Allen key. Okay. And now I can pierce one more finger if I'm lucky. Okay. This time no injuries. Hooray. Okay, so this one was okay. 0 degrees. I would say I could go for it. Like 65% happy, maybe 70. It doesn't really bother me. The scroll is okay. I don't need much force. The keyboard is not moving when scrolling. I am not hitting the housing with my finger. So that one is okay, it's decent. So let's take a look at 180. We have 180 over here. So this one is 180 rotated compared to the previous one. So the housing will be facing outwards like this. And this is where we have the problem with how to attach the knob, because as you can see, we can't really because this will be one part. It can't be separate parts. I can't screw it in later on because all the wires are routed through the bottom. So everything has to be one part. So if I have it like that, I can't really put in the encoder. And the only way would be to like move it back, but then it will be too far still. Like this is, yeah, so this is kind of like the minimum distance. So basically almost the distance that we have for the screw, we would have to move it back just to be able to put in the knob, and then it will be kind of far away still. Yeah, yet another thing that I have overlooked. I actually only realized that today when I was thinking about it, that okay, hey, how am I gonna supposed to put on the knob on 180 if it's all sealed like this? So that kind of sucks. Yeah, so it looks like we have to move it by the amount that is left for this part. Okay, back to the CAD. So I think I can quickly mock it up. So that will be yet another part to print today after the cut edges 180 is done. And I hope this one won't take this long. Okay, so this is 0 degrees and we want to change 180. I think that was this one with the slim housing. Yeah, and okay, so this is only the housing, I suppose. Okay, that's the bottom. Okay, so I think I need to make a new design. So let's make it number 3. So I will copy the housing. I will copy the bottom, and this housing over here is the thick one, 2.4. Okay, so we can hide number 1 and hide number 2, and we can focus on our number 3, which is this one. Okay, so quickly just bring back the base of the keyboard like this. So what is the distance over here? Oh, sorry, wrong key. Okay, so this is 858. Oh, a bit odd. So we can move the whole thing. Actually, we need to move the whole thing like this. Let's make it 8.5. Remove this one. Okay, I can't remove it. I'm not quite sure why. And if I pull it, okay, now it's gone. Yeah, sometimes the move command won't allow you to do something, but you can try with the pull, and this might help. Okay, so I think we can extend these towards the plate. Like so, and let's make a opening for the screw over here. Oh, let's go all the way to this wall. Okay, this time it cut. I forgot to put the cut command, but it did cut anyway. Okay, so let's hide the base. Okay, this looks okay. Like a quick redesign. Okay, this should do. So quick export. So this is scroll. Let's call it V4. I think that's it. Just to distinguish the name. Okay. New project over here, and our new fella. Let's give it some support. Looks like he needs it. Okay, looks about right. Okay, so we can send it to the printer later. And in the meantime, so this part is not really working for us, so we can say goodbye. But we have these two fellas. We have one, no, 35 and minus 35. So I don't know if Rudebrode is still in the chat. Which one first, 35 or minus 35? I think minus 35 would be my pick, but I don't know. Maybe I should make a poll or something on Twitch. I don't think anyone is watching on Twitch. So no response from our orchestrator today. Okay, I will go with the, I think this one is minus 35. So facing outwards, because I have the encoder in already. So that is easier to attach. Okay. And here comes the knob. Yeah, and this one I can barely fit in. I mean, if I remove the keycap, that would be okay, because keycap is kind of getting in the way. Let's see, like that. Yeah, so without the keycap it's a little bit easier. Okay, let's attach the whole thing. Okay, maybe I should also add the bottom. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look. How does it perform? Okay, with the fingers like this, I think I'll be... what is it blocking right now? Yeah, it looks like the encoder already moved down a little. Something is off. Yeah, it should be good, as long as it's not blocking. Let's take a look what's happening. I think I will just put the screw because it seems to be moving. So that will be kind of a test if the screw even helps. Should be. Okay. Okay, we have some space left, so we can go all the way in. It's a little bit wobbly because it's only one screw. Okay, so it should be more or less like this when using it. Yeah, so I can feel the when I move my hand, I want to rotate like this, so this finger is touching the housing, which is not actually the best. Yeah, it's not pleasant. Okay, so this one is not really my favorite so far. Yeah, maybe the other one, -35, will be better. Okay, so dismantle time. And the screw. Okay, I will just remove the bottom first. Okay, so this one is not my favorite. Let's just mark it. I also doubt that any redesign would help much because yeah, the housing is on the left side, so it's always kind of like the finger will rub against it, which is not great. Okay, so we have another one, I think this one. Oh, this one is interesting because there is no hole to attach it. Have I missed something? It would seem so, because yeah, that's the other one. Oh, there is no hole. There should be a hole over here, and there is no hole. Okay, so yet another one more to print. Okay, so I will just grab the print, and yeah, I will grab the one with the cut edges. Okay, I'm back and I'm dirty. Yeah, so this is the one that we just redesigned. We're gonna check it in a while, but before I will just do the one that I just threw away, the one that was missing the hole to attach it to the keyboard, because we still need to check it today. I think there is still time. Yeah, so maybe it can finish printing before the end of the stream, and we can do this guy as the last one. Okay, which one is it? So I think that one was maybe minus 35. Yeah, so that's the one. How did I miss making a hole for the screw? Yeah, definitely it's not there, definitely. So let's make it 2.9. I don't know, maybe minus 8. Should be good. We don't need it this big, actually. Yeah, actually, when I was designing it, this one looked like the one that might actually work. Yeah, but we will only know when we print it. It seems to be like the most natural, like the fingers shouldn't wrap on the housing because it will be still like this part will be empty, and also there will be no issue attaching the knob because there is nothing here, nothing blocking the way. Okay, so we have this hole over here, so that should be enough. Okay, so that is minus 35. So that's this one. Let's just overwrite. Okay, so back to Bamboo Studio. Oh my god, I exported together with the knob, which we actually can't print. Okay, let's remove the knob and export again. Okay, and now back to Studio, and I can reload from the disk. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, let's slice it, and what do we have here? Okay, looks more or less okay. Should be good, should fit. One more thing I wanted to take a look at. I just realized that if we have the keyboard, how is it gonna stack up with the keys? Okay, it seems to be fine. Let's just enable the mockup of the keys. They should be here somewhere. So this is the key mockup. Okay, there is some space over here, that should be fine. And if we show the knob, okay, so I'm not quite sure about the distance over here from the knob towards this key. That might be too close. That might affect the key when we will be scrolling. We can always move it a little bit later on. Okay, so I think I can print it now. Everything seems to be fine. We have the hole to mount it, so I will just send it to the print. Okay, seems to be doing fine. And in the meantime, we can try this one, that is with the cut edges. I'm very curious how it's gonna look like. And if it's gonna affect the way how it scrolls, like will I be able to have more space for the fingers or not? Okay, looks like this. It's not that much of a change actually. Looks kind of cool though. Okay, I will just add the screw to hold it in place. This locking mechanism, it's not that efficient because the legs, they kind of bend inwards and they don't really hold anymore that well. Okay, so we have this guy over here. Okay, let's add the bottom. Splitting bottom into 3 parts was actually a good idea. Now I can attach bottom to any part that I want, and therefore I can have all those anti-slip fit. So I can more or less see how the keyboard will behave with different knobs and different encoders, if it's gonna like wobble or if it's gonna move around. So far everything was okay. This bottom doesn't really hold too well because I didn't make... No, I did make the bevel. Kind of doesn't seem to be attaching too well. Okay, so we have that out of the way. So now here comes the encoder. I mean the knob. I'll just attach it. I think this knob is meant for the different type of encoder, because this one is the Nord shaft, Nord. I can't really pronounce it too well, so it looks like this. But I think this one, this knob is meant for the one that is like D-shaped, because on this one it's kind of wobbly, and on the D-shape the screw would go in and would hold it tight. So I guess something to remember when I'm ordering encoders in the future. Okay, so we have, this is our 0 degree, but with the cut edges. Let's see if it makes any difference. Well, on this side, it doesn't really make much of a difference, I'm afraid. Yeah, but if we have a space saving, if we can cut it, I think I will take it. Yeah, I think we will stick to this one. Yeah, seems to give more space anyway. Like, even if I like scroll like different way, if I use like 2 fingers or like whole hand, there is still space left. Yeah. Well, it depends how you try to scroll. Like, definitely there are ways where, like, if you use the ring finger, this one, which is the finger that I've been using before, maybe this encoder will work better with the middle finger because it needs a little bit more force. So yeah, that is fine. I think those cut edges, I think they can stay. It seems to be holding well anyway. As I said, there isn't much force coming from the bottom, so it's not like it will be pushed out. And yeah, even if I press it like now over here, there's no way anyone will be putting this much force, because the force will be going this way actually. So we try to scroll. Yeah, so it's kind of okay, I would say. Okay, so far we have 2 wins for the 0 degree encoder. That's great. Oh, we still have the chalk version over here. So let me just quickly put in the keys, and maybe we can take a look. How does it perform? Yeah, just like with the MX keys, I also have a set of chalk keys that are meant to be destroyed. These are the chalk browns, and they're actually terrible. So the only good thing about them is that you can just use them like that, and don't worry if you bend any legs or anything like this. I wouldn't want to use them. And that was one of my very first purchases when I was buying keys, because my first designs, my first keyboards were meant to be like super low profile. I was always like a low profile fan, but now I'm changed. Now I prefer MX. Yeah, I prefer like bigger keycaps, especially for the keyboard that is taller, the DBD one. I will be building it sometime later, but first we have to finish Chordie, and then we can move to DBD and 3A to C. Okay, and now the keycaps. What I'm worried the most about the chalk version is that all the current designs, because we have focused mostly on the 25mm knob, because it's the only knob, it's the smallest one that can kind of extend beyond the housing that we designed for the encoder. So we have to use this or something bigger. So we don't really have that much choice. And if something is wrong, if it fits in an odd way with the chalk keyboard, that might be a huge problem. But we still haven't checked the flat one. So yeah, there's still plenty to go. I guess it's gonna extend on the next stream. I was hoping we can do both versions and all the variations of encoders in one stream, but looks like we won't be able to make it anyway. But that's fine. And the last key I usually put a little bit longer. I think these are 125 and this is 1.5. Okay, so this is the chalk version, how it would look like, and you can compare. So the thickness, it is way smaller, of course, and also this one you can go completely flat as well as this one. And this actually might be an option now, because the shape of this keyboard was driven by the fact that I've been using the mouse keys over here. So if those keys were like too low, and you know, mouse key you have to press quite often, so over time that would put a lot of strain if they were like very low. But now if we have those keys over here, we can technically make the whole keyboard flat, or like flatter than what it is now. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have here? So maybe we can try, let's go with the one that we just finished, with the chopped off edges, 0 degrees. I'll be right back. I think it was one of these. too short. Okay, this one should do. So 16. Where is our 180? No, this one is 0. It's not 180, it's 0. And it goes like this. Okay, let's attach the bottom. I think these are too short. Okay, somehow it holds. Yeah, but we still need the... Ah, damn it, I don't have the other part. And maybe I can use this one. Okay, it's fine. I just attach a couple of rubber feet. Okay, so this one can be used flat without any restress or anything like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the encoder. It's okay, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I think we can even maybe bring it at a bit lower. It feels kind of too high for this keyboard. Yeah, seems to be okay. Seems to be okay. With the ring finger, there's plenty of space. Yeah, should be good. Okay, so I think one thing I am not quite sure if it's okay is the distance from this key to here, because there is a letter Q that goes like this, so the ring finger goes up. Maybe it won't be affecting. We can always move it, maybe 2.4 millimeters, just to be extra safe. It is kind of close, but as I said, like, it doesn't seem to be, yeah, interfering. Even with the infrared on. Yeah, the only thing is that it feels kind of too high, but we can still lower it a little. Actually, we can go all the way down to the bottom even. And yeah, that won't be like difficult to model, because like we can close this part, because the knob goes from here, so we don't really need an opening or anything to be able to attach it. Yeah, so this approach, this like 0 degrees, so like facing outwards, so far seems to be the best. Okay, but maybe before we finish, we have one more attachment to check. There is one printing, but I still have this one, which was supposed to be similar to the volume one. So I guess we can try it out before we finish for today. No point leaving two encoders, actually even one, for the next day. I had it here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. So we're gonna be needing this, and we're gonna be needing the bottom plate to hold it. Okay. I think I have to. So first I'm gonna try it with the chalk version, because I already have this plate over here. I mean, the bottom plate is here. This one is not. I should have one more somewhere that was supposed to hold the encoder. Ah, it's this one, yeah, okay. Okay, so we won't start with the chalk. We will start with the MX, which is this. Yeah, so I will attach the bottom first, and then we can attach the top later. And before that, we still need to insert the encoder inside. Alrighty, so that's the one part. And now for the encoder, let's take this one. And I'm gonna be needing a screw because it might come out. Yeah, it's I can just push it so it's not too tight, because usually I make it tight enough so I can just screw it in, but this time it's not that tight. Okay, it's aligned. Okay, one more screw. Two should be enough. Okay. So since I haven't received yet the encoders that I mean the knobs for the horizontal encoder, so I 3D printed this one and see how it works. It's kind of too tall. Yeah, that's fine. So okay, so I'm gonna be using it like this, and now I want to scroll. Okay. That is not great. The whole keyboard is moving. Maybe because it doesn't have a proper... Let me take it off the workbench. It's not good. I was hoping this will be okay. It looks like the motion, it's kind of making the whole keyboard move. I don't have the feet here. Okay, maybe this will change something. Hopefully. Because this was my favorite design so far. Maybe one here, and I will maybe put one more here. Okay, how about now? I hope it won't be moving. Okay. No, it still kind of moves. You can see it most probably on the camera. Yeah. If only it was softer. Because like the motion is okay. I mean I like it how you can just put your finger inside it and like rotate. It holds pretty nicely. Yeah, but the whole keyboard is moving with it. So this is not looks like this type of motion won't be good for us. Oh, that's a disappointment actually. I was really hoping this will work. Yeah. Well, actually, if we don't put the finger like and just rotate, it is still moving. Yeah, so if I use this like a hole, then it's moving a lot, and just by the edge, grabbing by the edge, it's not that bad actually. If it was only a little bit softer, easier to move, it's kind of still moving. I can't tell if it's because of the workbench that is not that flat. No, on the desk it seems to be fine. I can't really show you because I don't have camera over there. Well, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe this could work. Okay, let's try it with the chalk version. How does it look with the chalk? So far the first design, the 0 degrees, seems to be the best. Yeah, I know, I tried that already, but as I said, it didn't really change much, and at this point I don't know if I should press the encoder when I was trying to add the loop inside. Maybe because there's a switch inside, so maybe if I press it, this will allow the loop to get inside. I will try maybe today or tomorrow. I have some of them like lying around, so I will see if it changes anything. Yeah, the loop should change. It should be soft. Well, even now, like trying to rotate like this. Yeah. Oh, I don't think you mean the one that is used for the switches for the keys. I don't think it will get in that well. I have two types of oil. I have like a machine oil that is very thin. Maybe this will work. And I also have WD-40. I saw a video where a guy was lubing them with WD-40, and it did make them like very soft. So maybe I just lubed them wrongly. Oh, okay. I thought it is. We learn something every day. Yeah, so I still have machine oil, so maybe this machine oil will do something for it. Okay, anyway, let's see how it looks like with the chalk, and then we can pick up whatever we have on the print bed. Okay, so I can swap this one quickly. Or maybe not so quickly because I have to use the Allen key. It's gonna take some time. Okay, it's out. Wait, I think I have I will bring the other one from the printer because that one should fit on this bottom plate. And I'm back. So that's the minus 35, if I got it correctly. Well, I still wanted to try it with the MX. So I still have to remove the part from here. Yeah, so doesn't really make a difference. I still have to unscrew both. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so that's the one that didn't have a screw over here. Now it does. I mean screw, hole for the screw. Okay, so that's it. Okay, I have only one bottom plate. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. I still have to either unscrew bottom plate here, unscrew this one from here, and let's move it to the choke first and see what's how does it look like with the choke, and then I will move both parts to the MX version. And I forgot to attach to insert the encoder. Oh boy. Okay, and just add the screw. Okay, it's sticking out a little. I hope it won't affect the way how it's moving. Okay, so this is our minus 35. Okay, I have to say that this one is very promising. I think it's even better than the 0 degrees, because 0 degrees was like that. The encoder was like wasn't angled. But since the keyboard is usually should be used at an angle like this, this might be like 12 degrees or something like that. and now like when I move the finger, it's perfectly up and down. Okay, this is even better actually. I like it more than the 0 degrees. This one is too tall a little, but it wasn't really meant for MX. I mean, it was meant it wasn't meant for chalk that much. I just it's the same design that goes into MX. So this one we can definitely lower because for the chalk I usually keep my hand on the desk, and the whole keyboard is not that tall. So unlike MX, where I have this like a wrist rest under my wrists, so this brings everything up. So then it's easier to rotate. Yeah, but okay, this angle is very okay. So the keyboard is not moving like with the flat one, and the rotation is okay. Yeah, I like it a lot, and technically it's perfectly oriented around the middle finger. Yeah, that I think that's gonna work, and I think we can combine it with the cut edges. Yeah, yeah. This is quite okay actually. I like it a lot. I still have this one. This one is even bigger. Yeah, this one is 30. So maybe 30 would go well with the MX. It also has this nice edge to rotate. Maybe I will prepare one for the next stream so we can try it out. Let's see. Yeah, this is very much okay. I like it, and it has no issue with the way how we attach, because it goes from here and it's an opening over here, and the scroll motion is kind of natural. As you can see, like my fingers are here, and then if I want to scroll, I just like extend my hand. Yeah. Okay, let's check it out with the MX one. Okay, and now the bottom part. I think we can use this one. Okay, and this is MX. We have the bottom, attached. Yeah, it's a bit wobbly on this workbench. Oh, that's not an issue. Yeah, so now the height is just perfect. Yeah. And like scrolling is okay. It's very nice. I think that will be it. That will be the one. We just need to change the housing to the one with the cut edges. Yeah, it's okay. Do we have anything print? Okay, we have nothing on the print bed as far as I can see. Okay, so we did quite a lot of testing today. So we tried a lot of different versions of our encoders, like how to attach them. So initially I was thinking that maybe the 0 degrees one, which would be like this, would be the best. But as it turned out, this one might be the best option, especially taking into account how the keyboard is used at an angle. So the wheel is like, okay, maybe in the final version you can order online bottom plate from aluminium. Yeah, that could be an option actually. Yeah, should be doable. But like my design philosophy is that I want it to be like available to the wider audience. So like, you know, ordering aluminum plate, it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna add additional cost, and then on top of that you still have to print the top, which you won't be able to mill anyway. So, you know, this is like additional cost. And of course I can add like a design for the aluminium bottom if someone wants to have like the aluminium bottom, but I think it would be best if the base version works with any type of material. So I want it to be like PLA, so I want every part to be compatible with this material. So I think the flat encoder, it's good for the volume if you have to rotate it from time to time. And now I'm even kind of like hesitant to swap it to this one. Or maybe I should just keep it, I should just keep this type of knob, because this one you have to grab like this from the top and rotate. So there is no force that will be like moving the keyboard around. And with this one, they are kind of small. Maybe if I can find a bigger one, this is 32 millimeters, I think. Maybe if there is like a bigger one, maybe this would make the whole keyboard move a little less. I don't know. I will have to check maybe if it's available online, if there's like a different version. Yeah, but I think this knob now makes more sense. Well, we can try. We can still try this knob even now, I think, because we do have everything. So I can just attach it quickly. I just need a screw. And then I will be able to tell if rotating the volume, does it also move it like that? Because the scroll is kind of like far away. So maybe this has some effect on how the whole keyboard is moving. And since the volume is over here, maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe we can still rotate without moving the keyboard that much. Also, this is a little bit taller version than what we had previously, because like after chopping off the legs, I mean the pins, it was still kind of, I think I had this encoder before. So the legs are very short, but there was the housing was still sticking out. So I increased by like 1 millimeter or something like that. I can't really remember, but now it should fit nicely. Well, I did use this version before, and it didn't really rotate the whole thing. So maybe when it comes to the volume, maybe the location is good enough to prevent it from moving the whole keyboard. Okay, and just put it back. Okay, so let's take a look. So I use it like that. Yeah, it's still a little bit of a problem. I mean the grip is nice because like I can reach with my finger, just like if I can grab it like that. So the finger kind of is reaching like this. So this is nice. But it's moving. Yeah, it's moving the whole keyboard. Yeah. So even if I try to, well, it depends on the surface. Like on the desk, it's not really moving that much. Yeah, but I think I will need to apply the loop as Rudabrody suggested, and if it softens anything, so we can check on the next stream if there's any difference. Okay, so I think that will be it for today. It looks like we have a contender to the design of the encoder. That will be this. So it's like minus 35 degrees. This sorry, this seems to be the most ergonomic design in my opinion. I will try with this loop and report back if it changed anything on the next stream. If it does, then maybe we can reconsider using the normal encoder like this. I mean normal position, like not angled, over here for the volume. If it was only very soft, if I can just move it without moving the keyboard, that might be good. I mean, this one is also nice. We can always make two different versions. We can make one version with this type of encoder, and then we can make another one, because connections will be all the same. It's the same pinout, so it doesn't matter which one you choose. Maybe like someone would prefer the flat version, then it would be easier. I mean, you can build the flat version. If someone wants the other one, can build like with the angled encoder like this one. I think it will be, if this one turns out to be soft enough and easy to rotate, so I guess then the decision will be just like a matter of preference, because mechanically they should be as easy to rotate. I mean, they should be equally easy to rotate both of them without affecting the position of the keyboard. So that is good. I am very happy that we managed to settle on at least one design that really works. So I think that's the one that we'll be going with, depending like what happens when I loop the encoders. This one, the tiny one that I was talking about, and Brody suggested this kind of adapter. The adapter is it's a good idea indeed, but still there is no way to mount it, because we still need like something to hold the encoder like this, like a wall. So even if we attach this one, it will shorten the shaft even more. So that will make it technically impossible to attach to anything, which is a bit of a shame, because it's very nice. Yeah, so the shaft is not really holding well. So we don't really have a lot of options to go about with this one. So I guess we have to drop this. We definitely gonna drop the 181, which was this one. Was it? No, this is the 90. This one. This is 935. I think I threw it away already. Or maybe it's this one. Yeah. This one was actually the worst for scrolling, and also the worst for mounting, because we have to push it away to be able to attach the knob later on. So this is a no-go. Yeah, so plenty of manual labor today, actually the whole stream. I hope Brody is satisfied this time around. Was just a little bit of CAD and mostly screw driving all the way. So that's great. And I think I will end on this note. Thanks for joining. Thank you everyone for chatting, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please do join me on Wednesday. I will try to loop all those encoders. I will report back if it worked or not, and if you can move on with the flat version, maybe for the scroll. Yeah, if not, then most of you will be doing some more CAD, maybe programming. I have to decide still, because if we are settled already for the encoder, so I think we can move towards finalizing this design. And I think the first step, I will just do one half, just left half of the keyboard. I will keep the right one original. So this way I don't have to build the whole keyboard, just to be able to check this new design. And if the left side is okay, cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah, so if the left side is okay, then we can redesign the right side, and I guess that will be it. Okay, thank you one more time. I hope you were having a blast. I definitely did, and I see you on Wednesday. Goodbye.